Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today on WhatsApp I've been sent a very interesting photograph outside of St James's Park, and due to Newcastle's recent activity in terms of sponsorships, I think it's quite important to talk about in a video. So first off, if you've seen the likes of Darren Eales on BBC Newcastle, he's expressed how Newcastle are currently looking into Saudi Arabia sponsorships for the upcoming future. Of course, to help the club out commercially, to help us out as almost like a global brand, to increase our revenue and to just make sure this club has a long-term projection, a long-term future. It's very important that Newcastle's sponsorships are able to generate that revenue, and in particular, Saudi Arabia sponsorships can do that. So as a result, I've been sent this photograph, and I'm here to show, not tell, by the way. Yes, this photograph is proof of a Saudi Arabia airline outside of St James's Park, but it's not proof at all to Newcastle's sponsorships. It's just evidence that they're being at the ground. It doesn't really prove anything. I'll give you all the possibilities that it could be, but ultimately all it says is a photograph, and it's up to you guys to kind of take away what you want from the photograph. But I'm here to try and give my, my expert opinion on what I personally believe. But anyway, if you're new around here, make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button as well, and whenever we get Newcastle United news and all sorts of the matches and the England games as well, there'll be plenty of content on the channel, so make sure you get down there so you don't miss any of it. But yeah, without further ado, let's not mess around. As I said before, I've been sent this photograph today on WhatsApp. The individual that sent me this does not know when the date was, so he doesn't know if the picture was taken today. So pretty much my assumption straight away is that this individual has been sent this photograph by someone else. So it's been a picture that's been bounced around quite a lot on WhatsApp. But for the person that sent me the picture, I do trust him quite a lot, which is kind of why I'm here. But anyway, though, let's get into the photograph itself now. So I'm going to put it on the screen. Before you even do any research into it, the first assumption you would say if I'm looking at a picture is that those people are from an airline. Straight away, they're wearing an airline uniform. It's just an obvious one, to be honest. It doesn't take much of an expert to figure that part out. The first obvious point to make is that those people are wearing airline uniform, which means that they're at St James's Park in a working capacity. It sounds pretty obvious, but some people might look at that picture and go, well, so what? They're just there to see the ground or something. Obviously, they're all going to be there in a working capacity, so let's just get that out of the way first. As for the airline itself now, if you do a little bit of digging into the Saudi Arabia Airlines, it pops up straight away. It's actually from the SAUDIA airline. You can tell from the two individuals in the middle from the uniform they're wearing. It's quite a unique uniform, and it's quite bold as a standout straight away. So it is from Saudia, the airline company. It is from there. There are a couple of reasons why they could be there. I'm going to pretty much go through all the different things, but it's definitely interesting to say the least. The timing of it as well, especially for 88's contract expected to be gone at the end of the season. Therefore, Newcastle need a new sponsor. So it's kind of one of them ones where Saudi has been a big name, has been floating around quite a bit, and it really does sort of start dwelling some questions into your head. You can't get excited just yet. I'll be the devil's advocate. I get through the things that it could potentially be first, and then we'll talk about a bit more the sponsorship side of things. But yeah, so some individual has obviously seen these people leave the stadium. He's took a photograph, and obviously he's just snuck it online. So someone behind the scenes has just obviously leaked all the information, or someone in the public eye even. So yeah, it's one of them ones where the photograph's out there, whether the club likes it or not. I don't know. Again, I'm not sure on the relevancy to Newcastle United this could be. It just proves that these people went to the ground. We'll get through all of the different possibilities now, and then we'll finish off with the potential sponsorship news. A reminder next month that Newcastle are going to Saudi Arabia between the 2nd of December to the 10th of December. The club goes then an 8-day training camp with one official match in front of fans on the 8th of December. As a result, the club has to book their private flight to Saudi Arabia. Remember that the players, staff members, obviously they have their own flight. They don't go with the public. So a possibility straight away is that these individuals from Saudi, they went into St James's Park to obviously sit down with the club. They're going to get through all the details. For example, visa. I'm going to Saudi Arabia. You have to book a visa straight away. For the players and staff members, they need working visas because they're going to be getting paid when they're in Saudi Arabia. So they have to sort out all of these different things. It's a possibility that these people went to St James's Park just to sit down with the club and to discuss the plans and make sure everything's sorted for Saudi Arabia next month. So that's one thing straight away. Some people might question that and go, oh, well, why is the forum? Why is it happening at St James's Park? Why can I do it over the telephone? I don't know. Obviously, I don't work for the club, so I can't sit here and go, they're doing this because of that. But a possibility straight away is that obviously Newcastle United have pretty much booked a flight with Saudi and they're going to get the trip sorted for Saudi Arabia. So a bit of logic in that one, but that's one thing straight away. Now for the more exciting part, the sponsorship side of things. So what if these individuals went into St James's Park, they met the ownership, maybe they met Dan Heroes, Dan Ashworth, they got just a better relationship with the club itself, just slowly sort of moving the steps into place, planting the seeds almost, just starting off this little lovely relationship that over the next couple of years turns into a sponsorship, turns into revenue coming into the football club as a shirt sponsor. What if it's just the club planting the seeds with SAUDIA itself? Maybe the individuals came out the ground, maybe they're not just random flight attendees and staff members, maybe they're sort of head people at SAUDIA. I don't know. Obviously in this video, due to the fact it's just one photograph, there's going to be a lot of speculation to it, but due to the fact, as I said before, with the club outright stating in the media that they are going to be getting Saudi Arabia sponsors in, the club is actively looking to do that. We already have with a kit sleeve sponsor with Noonan the shirt. We've already got a good amount of revenue coming off that. We actually get paid more off our shirt sleeve sponsor than we do off Funny 88. It just shows how important and how good some of these sponsors can be at the club. Revenue wise, it's huge. Of course, Newcastle going back to Saudi Arabia as well. The club is actively trying to build a relationship in Saudi Arabia. We want a worldwide fan base. We want sort of like it's almost like a second home in Saudi. We want all the citizens in Saudi Arabia to support Newcastle, because it's going to help the club branch itself out there. And it's just good in the club's sense. With the PAF owning 70% of the club, with Manchester Stevie on board. Everyone on board at the club is always going to be pushing towards these Saudi sponsorships. But in this case, it's hard to tell. I can't sit here and give you a definitive answer in this video. It's very hard to call. It's one of these ones where it's a photo that came out. There's a lot of speculation to it. It's kind of a what if. It's one of those where it could be true, it could be nothing. It's one of them ones where you got to sit there and go, okay, why are they there? It's one of those ones where only time will tell, really. But yeah, there's a couple of possibilities for you there. If you know of any more, make sure to let me know. It's exciting. It's exciting coming out and talk about this club and talk about the potential future of the club. Of course, over the next couple of years, there's still going to be a lot of speculation popping up, of course, in the transfer windows with any club, really. But for Newcastle as well, we've got the speculation with St James's Park. We've got the stuff with the sponsorships. We've got all sorts behind the scenes. So it's one of those ones where the club is planting the seeds. We're taking time, but eventually we're going to get to where we need to be. But with the likes of SAUDIA though, and of course, as I said in the intro, with the likes of Dan Heroes coming out and talking about these sponsorships, it is interesting. It was definitely worth making a video on. So it's one of those sort of ones where I can't give you a 100% answer in this video, but I mean, there it is. The picture's on the plate there. You let me know what you think. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'm looking forward to potentially come back in a week or 2 weeks' time with some more news, obviously, if things pop up. But for now, though, that's all it is, a picture. Let me know your thoughts on it. But anyway, guys, take care. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.